Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Son of veteran singer Sanchez among three men shot dead in Bedward Gardens. The police have confirmed that one of three men shot dead in Bedward Gardens, St. Andrew in the early hours of Saturday morning is the son of popular entertainer Sanchez, whose given name is Kevin Anthony Jackson. Sanchez's son has been identified as Jackson and Kids Friday. The other deceased have been identified as 24-year-old Rashid Edwards, otherwise called Bobby, a Mason, and 18-year-old Keanu Ray, otherwise called Brains, both of Bedward Gardens. The death of young Jackson comes on the same day that Sanchez is burying his mother, Bridget Gardner-Ivey, who passed away earlier this month in Canada at age 74. When news of her death broke, it was reported that Sanchez, a veteran singer with an extensive gospel catalog and who was very close to his mother, was too distraught to speak to the media. His mother was a devoted Christian. Reports are that about 4:50 a.m., the police responded to a call of gunshots being fired in the area where the three men were reportedly among a group playing dominoes. On their arrival, the men were discovered lying along a dirt track in the vicinity of a football field with what appeared to be gunshot wounds. They were assisted to hospital, where all three were pronounced dead. No one has been arrested in relation to the killing. The Major Investigation Division of the Jamaica Constabulary Force is probing the incident. Government spent $8 million during visit of William and Kate. The Office of the Prime Minister, OPM, is reporting that a total of $8 million was spent during the visit of Their Royal Highness, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, William and Kate Middleton, to Jamaica in March. According to a budget released by the Office of the Prime Minister, the government spent $4,198,129 for the King's House State Dinner and $422,615 on transportation, which included fuel and vehicle rental charges. The OPM has also reported that $804,576 was allocated for portlet cleaning services, decor and rental, among other things, while $302,965 was allocated to printing programs, label stickers, and promotional electronic banners. At the same time, $122,829 was used for media and support accreditations. The government paid $50,000 for the cultural performers at Trenchtown Culture Yard, and $31,687 was allocated as contingency. The remaining $2 million was reportedly spent on welfare and hospitality, bringing the total to $8,004,698.35. Amid outrage from the public, Minister without portfolio in the OPM, Robert Nesta Morgan, in a tweet on Saturday stated that he did not say there would be no cost to the country for the royal visit during a press conference ahead of the visit. "I did say there will be cost including security and so on," Morgan tweeted. During the press conference, Morgan, when asked about the cost for the royal visit, stated, "The government doesn't pay for the royal visit. There are obviously going to be cost if a VIP is coming to the country. There will be obviously be cost as it relates to personal security. It happened with President Barack Obama. It happens when any dignitary that comes to Jamaica, the country foots a cost." The royal visit of William and Kate to the Caribbean formed part of the celebrations making the 70th anniversary Platinum Jubilee of the coronation of Her Majesty the Queen, which also saw William and Kate making stops in Belize and the Bahamas over 1 week from March 19 to 26. The couple arrived in Jamaica on March 22 and departed March 24. Some May-June 2022 CXC exams will continue as scheduled. The Overseas Examination Council, OEC, is reminding schools and candidates that although the Caribbean Examination Council, CXC, has announced the reschedule of examinations to Monday, May 23, 2022, there are some exceptions that will apply. Deputy Director in charge of examinations, Sharon Burton, has indicated that only written exams were rescheduled and that all other exams, orals and practicals, will continue to the dates previously stated. Burton noted that oral and practical exams started on Tuesday, April 12. Candidates are being advised that the art production examinations will be conducted on their previously scheduled date. C6 Visual Art will begin on Monday, May 2nd, and Cape Art and Design Productions will begin on Monday, May 9. Burnett explained that exam papers were already distributed to candidates before the announcement made by CXC. Practical examinations in music and PE and sport will also be conducted according to the arrangements that have already been finalized and circulated to schools and examiners. The revised timetables will be uploaded to the CSEC website, ORS, and the student portal for the rescheduled written examinations. Blame it on COVID. The novel coronavirus pandemic contributed to a surge in customers' complaints about utility companies, mostly bill-related, over the past 2 years, says the Office of Utility Regulation, OR. Service providers in Kingston and St. Andrew top the list of offenders across the country. According to OR Director General Hewitt, in 2021, customers most often complained about estimated bills, disputed charges, and high consumption. He noted that complaints paralleled 2 years ago. In 2020, we saw a sharp increase in contacts, 51% over from 2019 figures. In 2021, we saw a reduction of 9% over the 2020 figure, but still higher than what we saw in 2019. From our analysis, the sharp increase and subsequent decline were the consequential impacts of COVID-19 containment measures, said Hewitt. He was addressing a forum last Thursday with representatives and stakeholders from Trelawney, St. James, Hanover, and Westmoreland. The virtual event was the first ever in the OR's 25th year of service to Jamaica, dedicated to the western end of the country. According to our data, complaints from the West have been minimal compared to those received from other sections of the country. We noticed as well that for 2021, most of the 5,771 persons who contacted us came from Kingston and St. Andrew, so 28% of Kingston and St. Andrew, 18% St. Catherine, St. James accounted for 6% of contacts, while Westmoreland, Hanover, and Trelawney accounted for 2%, said Hewitt. He also revealed that in 2021, the OR paid $72 million to customers, up from $59 million the year before. Of the $72 million paid over in 2021, guaranteed standard credits accounted for approximately $71 million. The remaining $1 million was secured through the OR intervention relating to customers' appeals and complaints, Hewitt explained. A breakdown of the data has shown that Jamaica Public Service Company accounted for a huge chunk of breaches, just over 64,000, which resulted in its customers receiving compensation of more than $66 million. Private water and sewage service providers accounted for 3,548, a mere 397 lower than the National Water Commission (NWC). As a result, customers of private water and sewage service providers were compensated $5,916 and NWC customers $4.5 million. 8 road fatalities in 1 week push road deaths total to 143. 8 people were killed in 6 fatal crashes during the 1-week period April 23rd to 29, according to the latest statistics released on Friday by the Road Safety Unit, RSU. The latest fatalities have pushed the number of people killed in motor vehicle crashes since the start of the year to 143. This is from a total of 125 fatal crashes. Those killed in the past week included 3 passengers of private motor vehicle, 2 private motor car drivers, 2 motorcyclists, and a driver of a public passenger vehicle. Meanwhile, the Road Safety Unit is reporting that fatal crashes and fatalities have declined by 3% and 1% respectively when compared with the similar period in 2021. The unit said that while projection at the start of the year was for an 8% decrease in road fatalities this year, when compared to 2021, the projection based on the first quarter is for a 6% decrease instead. So far, pedestrians account for 22% of road users killed as at April 29. Motorcyclists account for 26%, while drivers of private motor vehicles account for 23%. the category of road users deemed most vulnerable, and which is made up of pedestrians, pedal cyclists, motorcyclists, and pillion riders, account for 56% of road users scaled as of April 29. Males account for 84%, while females account for 16% of the road fatalities recorded so far this year. Unvaccinated accounts for 97.7% of COVID-19 deaths, with recent data indicating that unvaccinated persons accounted for 97.7% of coronavirus-related deaths. The Ministry of Health and Wellness is appealing for Jamaicans to take the jab to protect themselves against the virus. Chief Medical Officer CMO, Dr. Jacqueline Bisosa Mackenzie, said that getting vaccinated is critical because if the numbers are going up, you are going to have more positive persons. She noted, however, that if you are vaccinated, you are unlikely to get a severe illness and you are unlikely to die as a result of COVID-19. This is reflected in the number of persons being hospitalized. For the most part, the persons who are hospitalized as a result of COVID are unvaccinated. Dr. Bisosa Mackenzie was addressing the ministry's COVID Conversations virtual press briefing on Thursday, April 28. The CMO said that the virus reproductive rate is now at 1.4, which indicates that the reproductive rate in the general population is increasing. Over the last couple of days, we have seen a steady increase in the number of cases. On Wednesday, April 27, we had a 14.8 positivity rate, which is the highest positivity rate that represents this steady increase over the last couple of days, she pointed out. ECC willing to work with low-scoring schools. The Early Childhood Commission, ECC, said it is willing to work with early childhood institutions, ECI, which have inspection scores below 50%, instead of requesting a halt to their operations. The ECC's assessment report of early childhood institution March 2022, launched on Wednesday, showed that 1,056 of 2,373 schools were operating below 50%. Asked at the launch why those schools are still in operation, Executive Director at ECC Carleen pointed to allowing children the opportunity to learn and standards they need improvement. We actually don't want our children out and about doing anything anywhere. The second reason is that it depends on what matters up to that 44%. If you look at each era, we have 12 eras and we have 400 plus performance criteria. We look at what are the standards that present immediate danger to our children and staff, said Carleen. All ECIs are assessed based on 12 standards, which incorporate their overall performance. Those 12 standards include staffing, developmental educational programs, interaction, and relationships with children, and the physical environment. There should be no intermediate danger to our children and staff, which speaks to Standard 6, Health, and Standard 5, Indoor and Outdoor Equipment and Supplies. If for us the health and safety standards are being taken care of, then we opt to work with a school, school board, and community, work with other persons involved to ensure that the standards are raised, she added. We don't want our children unattended and at home by themselves in the community, so it is better to have them in a space that they are protected. While the health and safety standards are up, we can work with them, she added. In the meantime, Carleen said the committee hosted weekly curriculum and policy meetings with schools to gain 100% inspection scores. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.